Okay guys, I'm out here in the back of the house at the tire garden, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about a medicinal herb called the bull thistle. Now, when you handle the bull thistles, you want to make sure you wear some heavy gloves like this, because they have thorns that will get in your hand. As you can see, when you get close here, I'll pull the leaf down here so you can see it. Each one of these leaves is covered with thorns that'll get in your skin, so you want to make sure that you wear your gloves when you harvest these. Now the milk thistle can grow about 8 feet tall. This is as big as they get, and they have a kind of unique flower. If you look at the end here, you'll see several of them that are blooming right now. Now, a lot of people who use those flowers, they cut them and they use them as dried flowers because they stay the same color and the same way. You just hang them upside down and dry them, and they'll stay perfect just like that. Also, the flowers can be used to make a tea, which we'll discuss later. Also, when you're making the tea, there are two things you use. Like I mentioned, you use the flowers, the seeds from the flowers, and the leaves. Now, how you harvest the leaves, you cut the leaves off and you take these thorns that are at the end and you make sure you cut all those off. And then you take the leaves and you dry them. The tea is very good for liver problems, alcohol poisoning, joint problems, any problems that you have as far as respiratory problems. It's very good, it's very medicinal, will help chronic cough as well. Now, how you harvest the flower is you wait, you notice those flowers are purple. When they're ready to be harvested, they turn white, like this, and you pull the flower apart. But again, make sure you wear gloves, because even the flowers have these thorns. And you pull it apart, and you can see the seeds in there. And you separate them from the white. From the white powder puff stuff like this. Now I'm going to pull out one of the seeds and show you it right here. Right, hold on. Right here. And this is what the seeds look like. They look like this. And you gather them together and you dry them along with the tea leaves, along with the leaves from the bull thistle. You grind them up together and you put them in a tea ball, and you can make a bit, like I mentioned, a very good medicinal tea. And that's how you use the bull thistle. And since we're out here, another thing I want to tell you about is the Spanish needle. Now, they're common in just about every yard, and most people mow them over. They look like little daisies here. If you notice, they have look like little daisies, just like that, and they got leaves look like this. Now, they're excellent pollinators. They're one of the best pollinators you can put in the garden. The only problem with them is they are self-seeding, so they are kind of invasive. So you want to get them in a place where you can control them. As you can see, they're a little bit out of control here in the tire garden. But I keep them around just for the bees, the amount of bees that you get in the garden, and the amount of other pollinators like wasps and other things that will help control your pests in your garden. So it's kind of essential to get them in there somewhere in your garden. It would be good. And you can also use them in a combination with porterweeds and other pollinators that you may already have. That's it.